Hello, this is Brian. Today is a glorious December 29th, 2019. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's about, let's say probably about 2:30 in the afternoon right now. Been driving to some spots, hiking to some summits earlier today. And now I'm back in one of my spots I featured a couple months ago. This is Blue Jay Campground, Cleveland National Forest, Santana Mountains, Orange County, California. I did a couple videos in this area at the end of October, just before Halloween. And just wanted to return back and see if I could see some snow here, and well, there's some snow here. So this is very different than the Orange County most people know. Very different. I mean, we're not super high. We're not at a super high elevation. We're only about 3,500 feet. And actually, no, 3,300 feet here. Maybe about 3,350 feet. There's a small peak I did a couple months ago over back this way. It's about 3,520 feet, but I hiked that up from a different area. So now I'm walking along this Long Canyon Road. This meets up with Main Divide, where Main Divide crests back to Ortega going south and turns to dirt going north along the crest of the Santana Mountains. So I do like this area very much. This is one of my favorite areas in the Cleveland National Forest. And I've been here once before where there was some snow here too. I mean, it was back in February 2018, but there was just a little dusting. But here now we got, I mean, it's obviously mostly melted away, but a couple days ago there was a very cold low pressure system coming through here that brought some pretty low snow levels. And I still saw little traces of snow along Ortega Highway near El Carrizo at 2,600 feet elevation. So we're supposed to get another one of these colder winter storms tomorrow, but it's looking now that most of it's going to stay off the coast. So I don't know how much of it will actually make it here, but so yes, I know I featured this area already at length, but I wanted to come up here when there's snow. So once again, this is probably the Orange County that not a lot of people think of. In fact, never been up this little fire break here. So here it looks like we'd gotten probably about, well, right now it's mostly gone, but looks like we've gotten about 4 to 5 inches of snow here. It's not very common to get that much here, but it's kind of neat to see it. Right now, I'd say it's probably in the 40s right now, maybe. So it's going to be melting very quickly. But we're supposed to get another cold storm tomorrow. Like I said, there is winter weather advisory. There's a winter weather advisory posted for San Bernardino, San Gabriel, San Jacinto Mountains in the higher parts of the Cleveland National Forest. Sure, Santiago Peak will be getting some, but what I heard that the snow level is supposed to get down to 2,500 feet. So once again, El Carrizo Village could possibly be getting some light snow out of this. I want to see what's up here. Never actually been up here before. We got Los Pinos Potrero down there. A nice rolling meadow. Then we got this little old track or whatever this is coming up here, which is pretty nice. just done some smaller hikes earlier over near Elsinore Peak, which is just above Lake Elsinore. Not Elsinore Peak per se, but I did a couple of small hikes around there. Earlier, I was near Fontana doing Mount Harupa. Okay, so this leads to a little overlook or something. Never actually been up here. Beautiful up here. Wow. Incredible. Some beautiful coulter pines up here. You saw my last video about Blue Jay Campground. You know, I was dragging on and on and on about them. Can't help it. Love coniferous trees. Never been to this little overlook here. Sure is beautiful here. Yeah, some of these coulter pines I think are naturalizing here. I'll say, just like I said the last time I was here, incredibly awesome place. Incredibly beautiful place to be. And the little radio tower that's right next to peak 3520. That's one of the peaks I did here the last time. Could have hiked it right from the old San Juan trailhead, but I decided to hike it from farther down on an old trail and fire break near the El Carrizo Hot Shots, right across the T intersection from them. This is beautiful up here. Wow. Never been on this side before. Falcon Group Campground is just around over that way. Over here, wow, yeah, kind of like a small meadow slash coulter pine woodland. So I love doing these little adventure videos because you know, I like to encourage people to get out and enjoy the beauty of nature. I mean, this is a very well-trodden area. A lot of vehicles. It's not exactly out in the wilderness, but it sure is a wonderful place. And there's Los Pinos Potrero. Potrero basically means like meadow or pasture in Spanish. And that's where we got some meadow action right there. Now there's a small use trail that kind of goes through there, and I try to if I go into that area, I try to stick to it because I don't want to trample all the native plants over there. But wow, we really come out to a neat spot over here. So like I said, we're about an elevation of 3,350 feet, so we're not very high up, and we're in Southern California. So, but when I'm here, it always feels like I'm higher up than I really am because of all the conifers here, all the pines. Beautiful coulter pines. Look at this beauty right here. Oh man, that is beautiful. Gorgeous tree. We got a lot of younger ones too, so obviously the population is reproducing. And over there is where the main Blue Jay Campground facility is, where the main campground area is. Over here is kind of in between Blue Jay and Falcon Group campgrounds. So, this isn't going to be a really long walk because I've done my hiking for the day, and now I need to start getting ready to head home because I got to shower up and get ready to go to work tomorrow. I don't get my days off together anymore like I used to earlier on this year. But yeah, look at this. Under some beautiful coast live oaks here, some Quercus agrifolia variety agrifolia. There's a nice coulter pine right here. Here's a nice young one right here. So I believe that the older pines here were planted by the Forest Service probably some decades ago. However, they've been reproducing a lot. You see lots of young pines everywhere. So they are naturalizing here. They are native to these mountains. In fact, I think the nearest completely natural grove is just up that way towards Los Pinos Peak. And then Trabuco Canyon had native stands, but they were burnt down. Could be reproducing though. I'm hoping that's what they're doing. But here, look at the base of a nice old Quercus agrifolia variety agrifolia. Nice, beautiful old coast live oak. Beautiful old tree right here. Lots of beautiful specimens of this here around Blue Jay Campground. While they may not get extraordinarily tall, they're very gnarly and rugged trees. Has survived lots of craziness. Survived temperatures over 100 degrees, sometimes temperatures below 20 degrees. Because this area, I believe, gets a lot of cold air drainage off from Los Pinos Peak. But yeah, got a nice little grove of oaks here. You can see lots of these are probably young oaks that germinated from acorns from this tree. Like this one here. Pretty sure this one came up after, probably from this tree, the acorn. Probably this one too. And of course, like I said, lots of young coulter pines around here. There's some knobcomb pines. I think some of them were dying off. There's some knobcomb pines. Over towards Falcon Group Camp, there's some Monterey pines as well. So yeah, beautiful area over here. I didn't want to just show the same exact stuff that I showed last time I was here, because you know, what would be the fun in that? Well, I can come back here over and over again and never get bored of it. So to me, that's not a problem. I'll tell you one thing. Some nice views up towards Los Pinos Peak. Probably quite a bit more snow covering that one. So the whole backside of the Santa Ana is viewed from I-15, where I came up from earlier. The whole backside of the Santa Ana Mountains covered in snow. All the way, especially between the Ortega Corridor and just past Majeska Peak. The whole east wall is just covered. It's easier to see it because of the trees and shrubs that burnt in 2018's Holy Fire. So now, when there's snow there, it's a lot easier to see because there's less coverage on the ground, except for the snow. But just another peaceful day coming up here in one of my favorite mountain ranges. And I say that probably about just about every mountain range I talk about. But I love the Santa Ana Mountains. What a great border between Riverside and Orange counties. Couldn't ask for a better border. Natural feature, beautiful mountain range like this. So right now we're in the Orange County side. But El Carrizo Village is officially in Riverside County, which is not that far up Ortega Highway. So this is it. Beautiful Blue Jay Campground in the Santa Ana Mountains, Trabuco Ranger District of the Cleveland National Forest. I very highly encourage coming out here to hike, to camp, just to poke around for a few minutes, like I'm doing right now. Gorgeous place to be. So this is basically going to be it. Recorded a lot of video today, from Mount Harupa to this. Really recorded a lot of video today. So it might take me a few days to upload it. So I'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Have a good one and bye.